Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time we'll be opening up a couple of the Surgeon Sparks sets that we've managed to get back in stock. And then at the end of them I'll be doing another time lapse and I'll be putting them in this Vault X SV8 specific binder. So this is the binder that Vault X produced for the Surgeon Sparks collection. So we'll get into opening these packs, get all the packs out ready, and we can just start getting these opened. First pack, it's got this Zapdos Black Star promo. Code card if you're using it. We've also got the Quagsire Black Star promo and the code card. And finally we've got this Fuecoco Playcoin, a normal Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam, and then the final code card. So that's all the kind of promotional stuff that you get within the blister packs. So that's the two triple ones and then the single one with the coin. Let's see if we can get any luck with these pack openings. So it's kind of good to see like the later sets of Scarlet and Violet. That the later sets of Scarlet and Violet are actually getting reprints, or the Pokemon Stop or other stores are actually getting more stock of it, because I actually think it was last week or a couple of weeks ago that 151 booster bundles actually came back on the Pokemon Center website. So if you saw that and were lucky enough to get one of them, at least that you managed to purchase some 151 at like at retail price, instead of, I think booster boxes are going for about £100 now, for like 151 booster boxes. And then obviously if you manage to get it on the Pokemon Center, you managed to get it for I think it was like £25, so a quarter of the price of what like shops are selling now, or even like people online are selling. So it's good to see that they're either printing more or they've always had the stock there, but they've just kind of kept it back. So it was the same, like, again, these were bought from B&M, where I got the prismatic packs from, so it's definitely worth a try to like go into B&M or like go to other shops that you don't normally go to. Because I think my Morrison's as well, at like the little card, or at the card bit. Oh, just a wee sneak preview there. Is this actually focusing on the cards? There we go, that's probably a wee bit better. I saw the Morrison's at the wee card counter at the front. They had like singles of Surgeon Sparks as well, so it's definitely worthwhile looking places. And just a Pulsand EX, so I think that's another EX card that I needed for the collection. And apologies if the focusing on the camera isn't as good today. I just noticed that it seems to be unfocusing, so hopefully that should be it fixed now. Fortunately the first kind of three cards were a little bit blurry, but hopefully we fixed the issue. So yeah, I know Journey Together has been out a couple of weeks now, and then in a couple of weeks time, is it Destined Rivals, the new set's called, the new kind of Team Rocket set. So I've seen like a lot of hype around about that, but again, with the Pokemon, illustration rare Mesprit. I just love like that artwork with like the sun setting in the background. And then Eternos, so that's fine. I so sorry, I was saying like the Destined Rivals, like the new Team Rocket set, there's been like a lot of hype about that. I think they've actually just released the images of like what the illustration rare cards and the secret illustration rare cards are going to be. So it'd be interesting to hear as well, like I know I do mostly like card opening videos and grading videos, and I've opened like a couple mystery packs, but would you be interested if I do some kind of TCG news updates or do you just want to just focus on card opening? So there's another EX card, so a Flygon EX. Again, I think that's another card I needed for my collection. Because for Surging Sparks, I think I've only managed to open an ETB. I think Surging Sparks is actually one of like the sets of Scarlet and Violet that I've opened the least amount of. So when it came out, I think that's when the first kind of struggle of getting stock was. I could only get an ETB, because normally I'll try get an ETB and a booster bundle, and then that will kind of set up the collection quite well, because that would be a total of 40. Oh, there we go, another illustration rare, Stunkfish and Landorus. Again, it's just like hiding in the dirt. Sorry, what I was saying, I was normally get like a booster bundle and an ETB. And then that would kind of set me up like to have like a good amount of cards in the collection, but with this I've only managed to open an ETB and I don't have a lot of the illustration rares, so it's good to get them in like these wee blister packs. But I know I just love, I think out of all the cards, I think like my favourites are the illustration rares, and I think everyone else's is too, because obviously like the price of illustration rares are going a bit mental. And I think like the most expensive card in this set is still the Pikachu secret illustration rare. I think it's like the terraformed Pikachu with it running away. So if I see that in these packs, I'd be happy, but if not, then probably need to try pick it up at a card show or keep an eye on the price just to make sure like if the price is dropping, because like a lot of the 151 cards are dropping. I think the Charizard was sitting at £280 a few weeks ago, but it's now dropped back down to 200. So the market's it is in flux in the market, and I don't know if that's because of the release of Blooming Waters. There's more Charizards kicking about, or there's more packs about, so if there's more supply of the cards, I need to start opening blister packs more, because on my Prismatic I think I got 2 secret illustration rares, and here's the third illustration rare from these blister packs. So blister packs have probably been like one of the best hit rates for me so far, and it's the ones that I don't normally buy. So a third illustration rare card from a pack of blisters, can't really complain. As I was saying, when I go through do the binder building video, I think I've partially organised my ETB, and I was only like 40% complete, and then the majority of that would have been like the illustration rares, secret illustration rares, full art. So even having 3 just to mark off is a big win for trying to complete this set. So we've only got a couple more packs left, and then I'll jump right into the Timelapse again. That's quite a nice ho-ho card. Azumarill, Glimmet, and a Skeldridge. Sorry, so what I was saying before, I keep getting distracted by pulling illustration rares. Would you be interested in like TCG Pokémon news videos, where you go over like leaked illustration rares, or brand new sets are upcoming, or would you rather just wait for the sets to come out and then kind of see what's available when like you're opening the packs yourself, just to kind of leave out the spoilers? So it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are, and I'll definitely oh, is this just a full art? Oh, that's just another EX. Slicer EX. I can see the 2 black stars there. I thought it was silver there for a full art. So if you'd be interested in those sort of videos, let me know and I can certainly start looking into that. So we've got 2 packs left. I'll leave the Pikachu art for last, just in case there's a Pikachu hidden inside. And we'll go for the Latios. Is that Latias? I can never remember what one's Latios and Latias, so it's one of the two. So we go. And then we go for the second last pack. Charterget, Smoochum, Skarmory, Thundermouse, Terra Orb, Filapple, Lorne Duck Trio, First Marrow, First Strawbart, and just a normal Eternus. And then here we go. Last pack magic with the Pikachu Surgeon Sparks art. Can we get a secret illustration there? Or are we only going to continue with the 3 illustration rares? So it'll be interesting to see. So basic energy, Slickoth, Oricorio, Bronzor, Morlull, Quavel, Graffe, Cryono, Reverse Magnemite, Goldengo, and just a normal Gouging Fire. So out of those packs, 3 illustration rares is not bad at all. And I think it's actually 3 illustration rares that I don't have at the moment. So what we'll do now is we'll just jump into the time lapse and I'll show you the completed binder at the end. So guys, that's the time lapse in. I've got all the cards that I've got. So I think I'm only 66% complete according to my app that I use to track all my cards. So you can see I'm missing a couple of fires, a couple of water, a couple electric. I think they're mostly like the EX cards that I'm missing, like this type of cards. But just a couple from like the actual like base set of Surgeon Sparks, and then obviously when you get closer to the end I'm missing a lot of like the A-Spec trainer cards, and then when you get into illustration rares and secret illustration rares it's just lots and lots of blanks. So like 66% complete from really only opening up ETB and then those blister packs that opened up in this video. It's not too bad going, to be fair. I just know I've opened a lot less of this pack, or like Surgeon Sparks, because I couldn't get a hold of it. But hopefully if there's reprints coming out from Pokemon Center, hopefully Surgeon Sparks are part of them and we'll be able to get a hold of more products. So hopefully guys you enjoyed this binder building video again. If you did, it would be appreciate it if you leave a like and a comment and subscribe for more Pokemon content, and I'll see you next time.